All right. I'm gonna try not to be completely undone by searching for friends. I might fail, just to warn you. No, so last time we recruited a couple more characters. We did some realm stuff. Which, hey, if anybody's been reading Darkness and Starlight, I hope you're enjoying my take on Realm and Strago. I'm making them interesting characters. I'm doing my best anyway, which, I'm trying to remember who was it that first put that idea into my head to make me actually care about them as people, the last time I streamed this. But, anyway, I've been told from a couple of comments actually from people who are like, I don't usually care about these two, but you actually really like what you're doing here. And I'm like, yes! So you should read that. Make me happy. How's that? Self-indulgent self-promotion. I need to finish chapter 2's audiobook. We'll get there. We'll get there. It'd be easier if I hadn't set myself the task of doing as much. They also still haven't settled on a casting for Bannon. But yeah, so last time we got Realm. We started that chain of events. We got Strago. Started that chain of events. We got Go-Go. I got to introduce more of you to my incredibly great, brilliant, and witty lyrics to Go-Go's theme. And then, no big deal, we did the Phoenix Cave, which is... I almost made it through. I almost did. But the audacity of those triplets got me. I'm sorry. I tried. Yeah, so then we did the Phoenix Cave, which is a hard thing. It's a butt. It's a pain. Hi Blade Tiger. No, sorry. Well, aside from potentially art, I'm just gonna keep showing this art, even though it's flipped because my camera's flipped here. I should have I have it on. Well, anyway, I might color that at some point. Maybe we'll do a creative stream where I do art, or maybe I'll just color it for fun. But thank you. I love them. We got Mog. We have Mog, don't we? Didn't I get Mog? I feel like I got Mog already. I feel like the only things left to do, because so we did the Phoenix Cave, which is one of my least favorite locations, but it is better when you use the Moogle. Yes, we have Mog. We used the Moogle charm to get through the Phoenix Cave, and we got Umaro. His music's good. Hi, you did. Yeah, we're just getting started here. Yeah, I'm really glad. Last time I played this game, folks told me about using the Moogle charm in the Phoenix Cave, and it dramatically improves the experience. A+. Because Mog just goes through and doesn't fight anything, and that makes it much, much less stressful. But yeah, so we did the Phoenix Cave. I complained a little bit about how in a modern version of the game, I would expect to see more time. Look, it's not my fault. Do you hear this? If you don't think I'm gonna do something really special with a cover of this song, you got another thing coming. Anyway, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I don't know if I can do it, and I have so many other projects on my plate, but look. What was I saying? Oh, the Phoenix Cave, Lock and Sully's. Yes, in a modern version of this game, I would expect to see that scene given room to breathe, and the characterization there to not be so subtle or sudden or like jarring or incomplete. But they did the best they could with what they had at the time, and we filled in the gaps with our imaginations and our fanfics. But yes, so we are much closer to being able to save the world now. And our options, I believe I left myself, it appears that I am outside of the castle. Is this Doma? I believe I am outside of Doma. So I guess I'm gonna go do something there. What do you do there? Is that where Cyan's dreams take place? Or Cyan's dreams in the halfway castle that's underground? This is a point in the game where the problem is, I don't think, the problem here I don't think is the pacing. I think the problem here is just my memory. So apparently past Lauren, okay, so we're gonna go do Cyan's dream. That's what we're doing. Thank you, past Lauren. She already made up my mind for me about what we were gonna do here. Okay, wrong button. God, the brass is so good. So good. I want every single person who plays an instrument and loves Final Fantasy VI to be prepared. All of you, if that applies to you, be prepared. Yeah. Anyway, what was I doing? What was I saying? I don't know. What am I gonna do? I had ideas and they all flew out of my brain because I got excited thinking about something. So yes, Doma. We've got Doma. We have the halfway castle in the past. We have the Tower of Fanatics. And what else? Strago's side quest and the Gauss-Team. Thank you, Blue Glass. I forgot those two. All right. So just a few little things. Shakuhachi. Oh, I should probably actually bring party members, shouldn't I? Whoops. Whoops. Hello. Hey. You do music. I'm gonna do something with searching for friends. You want to be part of it eventually? Eventually. I also want to do my massive cover of the ending theme, but with all of the character themes, but it's a little ways out. God, Rel's sprite is so cute. I can't get over how cute she is. All right. Friends have been searched for. Yes, we have done the searching for the friends. I don't remember what I've got him equipped with. Are the buttons swapped now? Oh, I don't even know that I used the vanish trick in the past. Like, so I'm actually pretty ignorant of most of the tricks because I just never did that when I was a kid. All right, what are we gonna do here? I have no idea. Oh my gosh, amazing. All right, Tummel, I very much approve of that. I need to make more banana bread. I'm also gonna see if I can get a show scheduled with my band. And then we can finish up something from our album and things. Just, the past few years have kind of been a black hole. Let's see. What do I want to put on him? Bandana brand. Yes, that's true, Zalili. It is. It's banana bread for band. I might have even called it bandana bread. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Well, we're fine. We're fine. We'll go do this. I will get this right. I won't get this right. I'm gonna mess it up. Oh, I got it! Huzzah! Okay, sorry. So I'm thinking about doing a, like a, what's the word? Kind of like best of cutting down my Horizon Zero Dawn, at least first few streams, to make them more, accessible and palatable to people, because I feel like I was so slow with that at the beginning. Especially it took me like 10 streams to get my groove or something like that. And I don't know if I'm going to do that with any other streams where I cut out the like Lauren wanders around and just know what she's doing and stuff, because it's really time consuming. Having done timestamps might help with that a bit, but I don't know. God, the music is so good here. God, the music is so good. It's so good. That's what we want, right? We want to rest in here, right? Well, I would hope there we go. Oh, and an alarm clock, huh? I would hope that in a remake of this game... Should I start the sequence? Is there anything else I should do? Please give me advice on this one. I would hope that in a proper remake of this game that they would make the tiles... Well, not even tiles, because it wouldn't be pixelated. But they would make Doma have very much its own look and feel. You know? Okay. There's more chests. Okay, we can go find them. So that we're not, for example, reusing the same things that we find in a... This is his room, isn't it? This is his home. Because Doma is very much like just Figaro, you know? Which doesn't, you know, it doesn't really jar you when you're a kid, but like they've got these like vroom vroom fan things, which makes sense for Figaro, because Figaro goes under the sand and is highly technological. It doesn't make any sense for Doma, and it's fine. I don't think I noticed or thought about it when I was a kid, but it is a little bit jarring looking at it now. Well, I mean, they can only do so much with the time that they've got, so they want to reuse their assets, and I understand that. But I also would like to see that not the case. Okay, so I thought there was... I thought... What? Right? Is that in the other castle? Like, right here? Isn't there, like, a thing? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm thinking of something. My gut tells me there's something there. I'm probably thinking of the switch in the ancient castle. Okay, thank you. Okay, well, I'm glad that somebody is able to tell what I might be thinking of. So we're just gonna go running around through Doma. Hello, Doma. Phoenix down, prayer beads. Oh, I wonder what that is. It's so interesting to see Phoenix down, like, spelled properly. A switch below the Queen's throne. Yes, thank you. Okay. We'll go do that. God, it's such good music. Ah, what? I can't go that way. All right, so have I done everything there is to do here? Now do we go start the dream sequence? Which I seem to recall is pretty hard. And I'm actually curious how they translate it in this version, because Larry, Curly, and Mo are a very Ted Woolsey feeling thing to do. And I'm curious what a non-Ted Woolsey translation of that section will be like. You would think I would know. But I don't know that I ever made it that far in the Game Boy Advance translation. Which is how I haven't recognized some of the stuff that I probably would have recognized. Not just my memory, but I honestly don't think I played that. Alright. Is this it? Let's do it. I'm gonna do it. We'll see if we survive. Ah, I will definitely do that. I would like to see Cyan scenes. Huh? What's going on here? Why is he not getting out of bed? Alright. It is a strange decision to have them be goofy children. Okay, so we're not doing Larry, Curly, and Mo. Laragorn. Oh, we are. Kurlax and Mobius. No, but... Okay, were they named that in the original? Oh my god. Is this how it was in the original Japanese? I'm sorry, but... Because I just assumed that that was Ted Woolsey, thinking he was funny. Because Ted Woolsey had a weird sense of humor. There's something about the pacing of like the three characters all saying the exact same thing and then doing something that like feels very of this era. Like I can't imagine the scene being structured this way and the dialogue being like that in like, I don't know if that's like JRPG humor of the time. I care what the original writing says. Ah, there's a bucket. Has there always been a bucket? Sorry, I'm just gonna sing along with this. Alluring rider. Alright, Blitz. Alright. Please don't murder me. I do love the buckets. Oh no, starting the solo Gao? I'm really glad that I lucked out starting off with Sabin, because Sabin can solo things and it's inconsequential. Does he have... He doesn't. Hold on. Nope. Oh my god. Okay. So if you don't know... Oops, wrong button. I have a different controller. I'm using my PS4 controller because my other controller died. Whew. Why are some of them clear and some of them grayed out looking? What's up with that? Like, Mandarin looks like he's grayed out, and Carbuncle looks clearer. Seraph and Valgamander are clear, but Bismarck... Maybe it's just my screen. Was I working on something with him? No. Sorry, we're just doing this. Yay! The most useless character that I love the most. So they're the three Dream brothers and their names are Dream in 3 different languages. That makes so much more sense, you know? Like, frankly, that actually makes sense instead of not making sense. Yeah, no, I I don't know. Sorry, Woolsey. But, it's just a weird thing. But I bet that if they changed that, people would be annoyed, you know? Because it's a terrible dream. It's a weird dreamscape. Alright, we're gonna keep that locked. Just making sure that there's not anything else I should be doing in here. Ooh, oh, it's a maze. I do not remember my way around here at all. Sorry, folks. Okay, fine. Hope you're ready for me to get super lost. Alright. Hi there, Sellies. I tried in my cover of this song, my forthcoming cover of this song, I tried the, I didn't like it. Don't you dare! Oops. I don't know what the- oh, what?! Oh my god, are you serious? No! Okay, well, we're in trouble now. Oh my god. Maybe I should run. Can I run? No. No, I can't run. Well, this is good. What's going on? It would appear that I don't get to, that run, the buttons are not set up on this controller. Okay, well. There we go. Goodbye. Fortunately, it appears to have actually given me a save checkpoint, so we're good. Okay, so I do have the option to run. I should probably put some ribbons on. Was that Evil Toot? Oh my god, Evil Toot. I hate you, Evil Toot. Oh, I think I did. I had that happen at some point, didn't I? When I was fighting the Phantom Train. Yeah, I wasn't sure. At some point I thought somebody in the party I had control over, but I did not, in fact, so. Well, fortunately, the auto save is good. Green cherry, there we go. Alright, let us equip somebody with a ribbon. I've got enough ribbons to give more ribbons to people. This one right here is not it? This is the door I wanted. Oh. Alright. Here we go. Ooh, there's no escape. That's also what the ghost said. Okay, well, we'll see how this goes. Oh my god, they are really adorable. They are also so incredibly, like, cutesy and mono. What do I use on you guys? Hold on. First of all, Sabin's gotta set you all on fire. Okay. So I want to use fire on the one in the front. Wait, no. Haste Thunder. Oh, I want to use... Wait, why is she runicking? Why does she runic? Did I do something wrong? Did I hit the wrong button? I don't remember telling her to runic. I guess I must have. Okay, we're gonna try fire on you, I suppose. Oh, Delta Attack! Delta Attack is what the, Sandy, Cindy, and Mindy, the Magus sisters in, Final Fantasy IV do. Wait, that guy's fire. That one in the front is lightning. I think this is right then. Oh my god, which one of them is healing? I'm not paying an— oh shoot! When did Locke die? Alright. I need to do something about that, sorry. Okay, you're casting Shell. Hold on, I gotta bring my boyfriend back from the dead. Sully's. Let's get on that. We might have to do this fight over again. Just to caution you all. Alright, Locke. Just in case. He's the only one who needs it. I know this is probably unnecessary, but whatever, we're doing it. I just don't want him to die again. Is he? I thought he had his finger raised thoughtfully. Okay, cool. Slow. Great. Excellent. Alright. So what do you use? What do you use on the... Does kind of look like Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes, yeah. Well, failing all else... Oh, you can't do it on everybody. Okay. He's really not... yeah, I don't know. I probably actually should cast ice on you. You're the only one. That's the one I don't have. Well, we'll figure this out. Yeah. No, don't cast Blizzard on Locke. That's a bad idea. Oh, I forgot I have Bum Rush. Thank you. That's why I'm not bum rushing. I forgot that I had it. Thank you. Alright. You don't have ice. So you're not... Oh my god. Locke. There we go. There's Bum Rush. Because I didn't recognize that it was Bum Rush. Alright, we're good. No! Don't you dare, you butts. You're butts. I don't like you. Oh my god! Much better, thank you. Thank you for reminding me that Bum Rush exists. Otherwise, we would have more trouble. Locke definitely needs to get some more useful magic. Alright, Sabin will take care of business. Well, fortunately his Reflect Shield doesn't defend him against Bum Rush. Alright, we're good. Oh, I'm glad that super effective. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now Locke gets cured too. Oh, Locke. Honey. I suppose I should probably heal my party. I'm sorry. So after that embarrassing display... onward, shall we? Dreamscape. Could she? What she got equipped? But she gets more magic from Fenrir. How much? I mean, I guess she's got a lot of magic. But still. I was looking to see if one of them had holy resistance. Yes, absolutely. Is there anything else that I need to learn? Oh, there's haste and slow for everybody. Quake. Coffee got tornado. Tornado? I don't even know what tornado is. I guess I could give her more health. Or more stamina and like cure 3. Somebody's got that equipped. She could take this. She could learn this. Oh. Sabin is learning that. Why is Sabin... Oh! Hold on. Sorry. I don't know. This is why I don't usually bother with this stuff. You know? Like, there's just too much. I mean, he could have more health. I don't know. Like, this is usually where I'm just like, oh, screw it. I can't keep track of this. This is too stressful, so I'm not gonna bother. Now, he needs this, because he needs cure 3. Because he's probably most likely going to be the one using it in a pinch. That's why I don't remember that one. Okay. Health up is good. Magic up is good. Stamina is good. The Locke needs that. I don't know. I guess it's not like it'll hurt her to have more health, I suppose. You folks just don't like the fact that I'm... who has Phoenix? I don't think anybody does. Does anybody have Phoenix? Oh, I forgot that Phoenix was down there. Alright. Cool. Got it. Wait, what else does Lakshmi do? Stamina. Up. What does stamina do? Do I care about stamina? Is stamina good for her? I don't know. Here we go. Save point. Yeah, save point. Here we go. That's fine. I get stressed out trying to do the best with that. We're doing alright. Region health ticks and stuff. Oh, yeah, okay. The music's not playing here. You don't get to hear the Phantom Train music. It's just like a thunk-a-thunk. Oh, wait, actually, no. We're gonna try this. See if that works. Bum, bum, bum. Set them on fire. Oh, man. Goodbye, bad guy. You know, actually, I should just bum rush. If I can't kill them in one... If I can't kill them all in one round as a group... Oops, I did that wrong. His nightmares are of death and algebra. Yes. Oh man, I don't know. Do I want to use a sleeping bag and Sully's to get her magic back? Because like they're not missing enough to feel like it warrants a tent, you know? I'm sorry that I'm so slow and bad at this. I do have a bunch of tents, though. So I suppose I could. I'm not gonna like lose anything. Probably fine to keep going. Okay, that's what I thought. Use a tent? I don't really need one. A dream within a dream. Okay, okay, fair. Spinning umbrella. No! How does that even happen? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. There we go. Now we can just go on autopilot and we're good. It's so good. It's so good. Oh man, like marching band? Hello, Cyan. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. What does she have equipped? Sorry. Oops. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna get the buttons down here. I don't think so. Like, yeah, this is the Soul Saber's the one that does that. She's just in the zone, yeah. Well, these are humanoid enemies, so maybe that's contributing. At least I think they are. Did I do that wrong? Ah. Ah. Okay. Spinning umbrella does not sound like a thing. Oh, look at that! Locke just killed that guy. Nice. Thanks, Locke. Oh, man. Huh? Oh, this is one of those things. Okay, hold on. Remember the positions. Such knowledge could be one's salvation. Lump of metal. Cool. Alright. Oh, it's the guy that you can summon. Yojimbo. Not Yojimbo. Is that... No, the guy who takes all of your money in Final Fantasy X and stuff. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? It is your Jimbo. Okay. Yeah, Sully's just got a lot of health. Wow, she did get a lot of health. Wow. Nice. Oh, there's a treasure chest over here too. No, you butt. Okay. Flip the switch. Okay. Okay. Open, open, closed. Closed, closed, open. Alright. Somebody remember that for me, please. Man, I haven't actually watched many samurai movies. I also haven't watched many of the spaghetti western movies either. So I was talking to some folks about Shadow's theme and why Shadow's theme is oh, you could just go over that whole thing, huh? Why Shadow's theme is a spaghetti western song despite his being a ninja. Which is such an interesting decision. Yes, I've been told they're very, very good movies, but I'm not really much of a movie person. Which is kind of a shame because oh, I need to heal Locke. I should heal Locke. Alright, well we'll heal Locke at some point when we're done with this combat. Alright, look at you! Good job, party members. Alright, good job, party. Ability. Oh my god, I'm never gonna get the buttons right. Why am I so bad at this? Why am I so bad at remembering buttons? Oh, I can't get over there unless I hit the switch. But then I can't... Oh, hold on. I want to get this treasure chest. Now I'm going to hit this switch. And then... Okay, there's just some switch hitting. Coco. Suriander? I feel like some of the names are probably very clever references that I'm just not clever enough to understand. Oh no! You doggy. Bad doggy. Yeah, well, that's a whole thing, is that the spaghetti westerns ripped off the samurai movies. Wait, hold on. Wait. Oh! Hold on. Oh, an enemy similar to the woman in IKEA. Yeah, you know, I don't know if that's what they were going for, but that would make sense. Cyan's definitely got some issues. Yeah, I couldn't remember whether the spaghetti westerns ripped off the samurai movies or vice versa. Because I've not really watched either. Okay. Hold on, I can do this. There we go. I got it. Yes, we could psychoanalyze the enemies here. Yeah, and I don't know if we're supposed to or not. It would be a neat little bit of detail, if so. But I don't know if they thought about it that way, or if they were just like, we need to have some bad guys that have like a game balance level of abilities. Ah, look at this. Okay. So it's open, open, closed, 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 open, if I remember correctly. I'll take a look at their character designs and see if they make me think of Kefka, which kind of makes sense. Yes, Cyan's state of mind. Cyan has some issues. This whole sequences, Cyan has some issues. Man. So like one of my ongoing complaints with Cyan's, the storytelling around Cyan, is that like I don't like that he's played for comic relief in the ending sequence. But they do, like, this is like the closure to his story right here. To some degree. So he does get, and in his case, it is like solely internal issues that he's working through. Which, come to think of it, is pretty cool, actually. Is this the first game, really, I mean, it would have been the first game that I'd encountered because I hadn't played many console games. Like, I basically went from playing games on the Atari ST, so that's old, to like playing Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, Final Fantasy IV, then Final Fantasy VI. Like, this is a pretty early example of the psychological dream sequence for your character, which of course makes me think of Max Payne, because that's one of the things that I like the most about Max Payne. Like, they're horribly designed, especially in the first game, but from a characterization standpoint, they're incredibly powerful and incredibly effective, and part of why I like Max Payne in the first place, which surprises people that I like Max Payne, because I don't really play shooters, and I actually played that game many years ago when video games were really hard for me, so I kept having to have somebody else play through sections, including the endings, for me. But they're really they're about like a character going through trauma and having psychological breakdown and still doing what he needs to do to solve the problem, but paying an enormous emotional toll as a consequence, which I really appreciate the games do. But I feel like this game with Cyan here kind of sets the stage for that. And that is something that when that sort of thing shows up in a story, I love it. When it shows up in a game, I love it. And Final Fantasy VI did it first, released for me, which is cool. I don't know. He is definitely the sort of character that becomes more relatable as you get older, because he is such like an older, more mature character at a different point in his life than a lot of the rest of the cast. Although like this game does have some older characters than is like standard in a JRPG. I mean, you've got people in their like mid to upper 20s who are supposed to be like hero characters. That's like shocking. Are you allowed to do that? You know, Locke is 25, the Figaro brothers are 27, I believe. Which means that Edgar was 17 when he took the throne. But Cyan is interesting because he's a grown-up who's, yeah, maybe we'll relate to Strago. Maybe we'll all be kooky old people. Someday we'll all be like sitting there in like the old folks' home playing Final Fantasy VI and being like, Strago, I never fully appreciated him in my youth. Oh, you're right. This isn't in a forest. It is in a cave. I hadn't noticed that. That's interesting. Or at least it seems like a cave because it's got those, I wonder what that would say about him. But yeah, no, I really do like that his story and the way that he acts in his story and stuff. He's a more mature figure, which is an interesting thing that I've been playing with Darkness and Starlight. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. I feel like I shouldn't talk about it so much, but it is such a part of like my thought process about Final Fantasy VI. And a lot of the things with Darkness and Starlight are not necessarily what I would want Final Fantasy VI to do. Thanks, Blue Glass. I don't know what they say about dreaming about trains, Dusty. I'm sorry. But it's been interesting having Cyan, who still has his own arc and he still has his own stuff to do. But when the main characters and perspective characters are these like kind of young idiots at a very different stage in their lives. Look at these idiots. I love them very much. But he has a different perspective on them. And it's interesting because I'm not quite at the level, I'm not quite at his age or his life experience level, but I'm also not where the other two are. So when he's kind of giving them like dadly advice and being the mature adult despite his trauma, like it's interesting because I'm on the other side of where they are, so I'm more with him on that. And I don't know, it's an interesting space. Because I think I would have written about them differently if I were closer to their age and in their space and in their mindset. You know, you have perspective on the other side of it that lets you be a bit more self-aware, and I don't know. It's an interesting thing in myself as a writer, and thinking back on playing this game as literally as a child and how I felt about Realm, and I liked Realm and Gao a lot more as a kid when I was their age and an obnoxious child. You know. our perspective shifts and what we relate to. Because I still love Locke and Sully's the most, obviously. But the way I think about that, like, I wouldn't have been like, oh, you idiots, just talk to each other when I was 11, you know? You don't have the life experience. You take that very, very seriously. When you are younger than that, or when you are close to that age, it's when you're, like, on the other side of that, you know? I'm divorced. I've been through, I've been through my share of romance and drama. And that gives me a different perspective on Locke and Sully's, where I'm kind of like, you idiot kids. And that's so very far removed, but I still love them, and within the context of like their experiences, I take them and their stories seriously, but I also laugh at them. I think it's interesting to revisit ourselves and how we engage with stories over time. I'll have to say, I like what they've done with Cyan, and I think that I wonder, the people who made this game, I suspect, were probably between the Figaro brothers' age and Cyan. Like, I imagine most of them were in their late 20s to early 30s, maybe going into like mid to late 30s. But I think, I mean, this was some time ago. I suspect that a lot of them were relatively young, but they did a good job with Cyan in a lot of ways. Even if I think, I just don't like comedy. And the style of very jarring drama to comedy that they do, the shifts here, that was very in anime too. Like everyone suddenly goes chibi and they go really bizarre comedy. And it's very jarring, and it never quite worked for me with anime. I was fine with it when I played this game as a kid. Obviously, it doesn't work for me now. But I feel like that's like a period problem. Like the era that this game came out, that was the way that was like in a lot of Japanese media, to do humor, to do comic relief, and it doesn't work for me now. I guess I just don't watch enough Marvel movies, because I like the more like, well, the thing is though, like, it's not jumping between comedy, drama, and action, because I think all stories should have some change in tone. And this is the thing that I've had to learn, and something that if you've watched me streaming a bunch of games, you've heard me talking, especially like in the case of Undertale and Toby Fox in general, and his use of comic relief and how brilliant that is and how effective that is. Because left to my own devices for many years, I would write stories that were basically all drama all the time. And the thing is, you need to have a lightness of tone. You need to lighten it up some. And that's valuable. It's the particularly sudden shift back and forth between ridiculous silliness that would be like little chibi art, super deformed art, and then back to drama. That, like, for example, if anybody watched Fushigi back in the day, obviously, like, I can date myself here and say that, yes, I was growing up playing video games and watching anime and stuff in the 90s. Hence this game from 94. Was such a key part of my childhood. But Fushigi is an extremely dramatic, tragic story, that it has, like, stuff that you think is... Okay, sorry, spoilers for a mediocre shoujo anime from 1998-ish was, I think, when it was in the US. I don't know when it actually came out. Maybe it was a little later than that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry, and I won't go into too much detail about it, but there's, like, some stuff in it that's, like, heavy. Some of my content warning concerns and some of my content warning issues that I have struggled with, I've always had it as a problem, and it kind of taps into one of those, where you think something very bad happens to a character, but it goes back and forth between that and super deformed, stupid, chibi, like, and it's like, it's so jarring that at the time it made me not ever want to watch the show, because I was just like, this is really, like, this doesn't work for me. Hi, thank you so much for the raid, friend. Welcome. I'm sorry, my shout out command I still need to fix. It's a bit broken, but thank you, welcome. We're talking about bouncing back and forth between comedy and drama in 90s era Japanese media, because Final Fantasy VI does some of that. And I'm talking about other things that I think did it worse, frankly. And with Fushigi, like, it has this incredibly jarring tonal shift, and it's not Like, sometimes if something is surreal, the point of it is to make you uncomfortable with what a jarring change it is. And that's a thing that a story can do, and it can do it well. And you might grumble about it, or you might not. But that's not what Fushigi was going for. They were trying to balance these two things. And I assume for most people who aren't me, it was totally fine. Because I've heard people be like, oh yeah, I guess that was kind of jarring. But obviously it wasn't like a big enough problem to really stand out for them, whereas like for me, like that's one of the first things that I think of when I think of Fushigi is that. And so Final Fantasy VI has a lot of tragedy in it, and so it does need to have comedy. And I absolutely, like, I've talked about how the pacing of the section around Thamasa having comedy and lighthearted stuff in it is necessary for where it is in the game, that you need to have things lightened up because you just had a lot of terrible things happening and you're about to have worse things happening. And if it was just unrelentingly hard, it wouldn't be nearly as effective. This is a section that I'm currently playing with Darkness and Starlight. We're at Thamasa and we get to see, can I pull off doing what I say Thamasa does in the game from that perspective. And so, like, you're welcome to read the latest chapter and the next chapter and see what you think. But I wonder whether other people in the US found that really jarring. I wonder whether, like, that's a thing that modern people, like modern Japanese people, might find jarring if they hadn't played things or watched things or whatever in the 90s. Like, was that specific of that time? Like, was that something that, like, if you were in the time, in the place, then it was normalized and it was fine, and if you're not in that time or not in that place, it's jarring? Is that like a cultural thing where that kind of comedy continues to be, like, that kind of dramatic tonal shift continues to be a thing, like, that's more common in Japanese media even today? Because I don't watch as much anime as I did back. And I don't know, or is it more common in American media that I don't watch enough movies or something like that, so I don't know, because I haven't felt that kind of tonal shift in games that I'm playing. Toby Fox does make some shifts between comedy and drama, and he'll sling you back and forth between them, but the shift is supposed to be jarring, and he knows what he's doing with it, so it's like jarring but in an intentional way, instead of jarring as in a, like, why is the talking octopus doing this? Why are they the Stooges? I don't know. Anyway, that's quite a departure here, but I don't know that we're gonna get any new music anytime in this stream, so I guess this is what we've got. This is what I have to offer you folks. Yes, the game definitely does mess with your rows. But yeah, all that to say, like, I feel like I get what they're going for with Cyan wanting him to have comedy and drama. And I think that they think about the consequences of... Because everybody in the game experiences some kind of loss at some point. And there's a lot of trauma and a lot of tragedy, which is why I'm enjoying writing about these characters. But Cyan has the greatest personal loss. Like, even with the world ending, everybody else has someone or something left. And all Cyan has is your party. You know, he has, like, an unimaginable loss. Like, I can't even conceive of what that would be like. Okay, well, we'll just ignore Go-Go tomorrow. Although, just, I'm gonna make a Go-Go a character with actual content in Darkness and Starlight, because I'm sorry, I can't not. But yeah, like Cyan has the greatest loss, and I think that this being Cyan's scene, cause, like, I do kind of wonder, because I've read that the game was originally supposed to end at the world of, like, at the floating continent, but the characters' arcs are incomplete in a way, and they have to complete their arcs. And you know, one of the things that's frustrating about the world of Ruin being so non-linear, I mean, aside from, as I've mentioned many times, that they don't have flags of like who's in your party responding differently to what's happening. Because like for example, like Sabin should have more things to say or do about what's happening, and I would hope in a modern game that Sabin would comment on, oh, we're in the train. Yeah, like maybe these sections originally existed in the world of balance, but when and where and how and why, I don't know. But one of the things is like this is optional. You can just not do this, and thereby not complete Cyan's character arc where he has to kind of confront things, and he has a bunch of pieces that it's kind of about like living with his trauma and like moving on and accepting that he can live, and that he's allowed to live, that there are things to live for, and so on. But like, yeah, because if you think about like, you know, the Phoenix cave, and Locke getting closure. I mean, he has to have the external source of the permission from Rachel to move on with his life. But like that's the closure of his issue. Well, the thing is, Desi, they have a little bit of that, but they don't go through to do all of it. Like that's the thing, is like they have some, like there are a few bits where you'll get a little extra if somebody's in your party. Like if you have Sabin in your party and go get Edgar, I think he has an extra line or two, but he should have dialogue and reactions and things all the way through, but he doesn't. Because that would be a lot of content that maybe a lot of people, well, some people wouldn't see. Yeah. So it's not a memory issue. It's a time to build a thing that is optional that people won't see. It's a creation of it. Like there are resources that go into making something. And so I understand why they didn't do it, but I find it frustrating. And I would have rather had a more linear experience. As cool as the searching for friends bit is, I would have rather had a more linear experience with more characterization, but that's my personal preference. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with this. I feel like I've kind of been all over the place, and I apologize for that. But I do like that they have thought about these characters' arcs and what, like, in Final Fantasy IV, you know, Rydia goes through a lot, but it's not a story that's going to dig fully into the psychology of that. This game does, kind of. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do here, so like, do I flip the switches? I flip some switches. What's the thing that what do I want them to be? Left switch. Just gonna flip some switches. Okay. Switches are flipped. Here we go. Oh yeah, we're in Magitek armor. Oh, it doesn't matter what you do there? Okay. I really want to play Trails in the Sky. And one of my friends who's playing it says like it doesn't actually have to take as long as you think it does. So here he is in the caves being chased. God, the music is so good. Oh, interesting, Desi. Okay. Yeah, well, like, so the thing with Trails in the Sky is that it's exactly what I look for in a story. So I really do want to play it. It's just the reason why I haven't is because even at its best, or like it's really long and I'm really slow. So oh, so if you bring Terra, you get better Magitek armor. Interesting. That's a neat detail. All right. I will finish with this and then I will pass this one along to somebody else. All right, we're just gonna keep doing this then. Ah, buttons. Oh, I can go down those. Okay. Schmidt. Oh my god. Are they seriously called Schmidt? Is that referencing something in particular, or is it just kind of reinforcing, like, our soldier designs are inspired by, yeah, original stormtroopers? Am I going the right way? Am I missing anything? Oh, they're weak to lightning. Oh, you're right. Okay. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Thunderbeam. Thunderbolt! I'm sorry. Look. Some of us played... Oh, wow. Yeah, that's way better. Wow. Some of us played Star Ocean 2. Wrong button. Oh, so in this case, I don't actually care about spoilers, and I don't care over much about backseating, because we're not really, like, I'm not playing this game through for the sake of, like, for the sense of exploration. The gameplay is the thing that I'm trying to get through so we can get to the music and talk about the story. Yay, Locke! Yeah, the Imperial Crest, which I should probably figure out how to draw so I can do some fan art. Am I going in circles? Am I doing this wrong? I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? I think I am. Alright. What am I doing here? Wait, why are you fire beaming? Sally's, you should be thunder beaming like everybody else. Why are you not? What did I do wrong? Why did you fire beam? Or did they fire beam? I guess maybe they fire beamed. Go through that and then backwards to proceed. Oh! Okay, thank you. Ooh. Oh. Oh, okay. It's interesting that the Magitek armor is in the caves there. Or is in the mines, because I guess that's the place that you can use it. Because that's not where he encountered it. He encountered it in the initial attack on Doma, but... Yes, I did Umaro and Gogo already. God, the music is good. Courtesy bucket. Yes, we've stepped inside his mind and the souls of his wife and child. Yes. Like, hey, so his trauma got compounded by more trauma? Like, on every level. On every level. He's hurting. On the personal, on the, like, communal, like, community-based, and then on the global level. And in all ways, I'm sure he asks himself, what could I have done to save them? And if I couldn't have saved them, shouldn't I have gone to? So, yes. I haven't done the scene with Gau's dad yet. No, that is the thing we will do. The countless souls lost during the conflict 1,000 years past. So Wrexsoul is the conglomeration of souls lost during the War of the Magi. Oh, I'm sorry, child. Let's go get our courtesy bucket, shall we? Alright, I bet that these have been reset, so we're going to, yeah. Oop, there we go. Yeah, so we don't have new music, so I apologize for folks who are here to watch me flip out about the music. Yeah, I don't know, Phil, and that's a good question, because as much destruction has happened during the War of the Magi, like, I wonder, would it actually have been more destruction than happens when the world is broken, you know? Which of those is more? I don't know. Like, would Wrexsoul have been fed by the loss of so many souls here? I don't know. We don't know. That's fine. It's not terribly important to have an answer to that question, but it is the sort of thing that you think about sometimes, you know? Stuff to explore. Okay, so I don't do those tricks, and I don't know those tricks. I've had to be told to try them. The only one that I know is the suplexing of the train, obviously, which isn't even really quite the same. And then I guess you can use life and stuff. Oh my god, Sully is gonna have a lot of health. To Rex Zone, X Zone. Okay, where am I supposed to go to progress the story to make sure that I don't do it by accident? Because I want to go and see these additional Cyan scenes, but I don't want to progress the story until I've seen them. So let me know where I'm supposed to be going so I can not go there. Throne room is where the boss is. All right, good, because that was where I was gonna go first. All right, because I assumed that it was in his room that the boss was, but apparently not. I love the Shakuhachi just kind of losing it. It's so good. Adrian's not approve of not being able to. The thing is, I still have Bum Rush, so I'm fine. It's okay, Veritas. Well, thank you so much for coming. I'm sorry I haven't been super chatty, but thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for coming by. Definitely get some sleep. My goodness, 3 a.m. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good nap. Well, bedtime is not a nap, I suppose. I'm just used to thinking about that. Well, good. Well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I hope that you have a good weekend. I figure I'm just gonna bum rush this dude and we'll be fine. Ah, here we go. The sun just appeared. He wasn't there before. So you kind of wonder, like, did he not say I love you as much as he meant to? Why does it always snort Sully's away? fine. No, it's fine, Adrian. No worries. No worries. Yeah, he's definitely more of a show versus tell, but I kind of wonder if that's one of his regrets. You know? Since a lot of what's happening here in like since this is him confronting his trauma and his loss and his regrets and his guilt, and that's one of the scenes that we see. You know, maybe he wishes that he'd been able to say I love you more. How do I get to this scene? I want to see this. Okay, so I can just go through here. Can I go see that scene, or do I just see the two of them down there? It's all these little moments. So, I think because Cyan is older than you might expect for a father of a child as young as his son is, and I had always assumed that maybe he came late to love. But apparently the official story for him is that he and his wife tried for years, and so they conceived late. Oh, is he only 42? I thought he was in his 50s. I thought he was in his 50s. Shows what I know. Yeah, I haven't seen these scenes before, so I want to. He is 50. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah. So having a child who's got, how old is his son? Can I get down there, or do I just see them? It looks like he's showing his son how to fish or something like that in the moat. I feel like there's such an incredible amount of maturity to him as a character. Oh my god, boys, stop. No, the only ones who are 18 are the girls. Locke is 25, the Figaro brothers are 27. Realm is, I think, Realm is 10, Gao is Gao 12? I don't remember how old Strago is. I should probably heal Sabin. You can tell which characters are my priorities though, as far as like whose ages I know. Okay. Obviously, Umaro is not my priority. God, I love the Shakuhachi solo here. It's so good. Oh my god, Pelham and Porum are 5 canonically? Wow, I assumed they were older than that. I mean, like, they're built like 5-year-olds, but they certainly don't act like it. I mean, I'd sooner believe 7 than 5. I just, like, do Sasquatches age in human years? Or would it be like dog years or something like that? Well, I know that everybody else... Okay, if I'm gonna bother doing anything with Go-Go and Darkness and Starlight, it will involve characterization and stuff. So I'm going to do that. So I have an idea of how old I think Go-Go will be in that, but it's not canon. Yeah, well, I know, Dusty, but it has to do with a relative maturity, like where they are in their lifespan. Like it's not just like what percentage of their lives have they lived, but it's also like do they act like a baby? Do they act like a child? Do they act like a full-grown adult at this point in their lives? And this is a good place to use the man-eater. There's a fair number of humanoid enemies. Alright, sorry Locke, we're gonna green cherry you to get out of this. But in the meantime, you can continue.
Well, that means that Geshtal would be in his 30s at the start of, like, when the war really picks up, once he gets his hands on the Espers and can work Magitek into his plans for world domination. I guess I could see. How old is Leo? I assume Leo must be about 50. He's got to be about the same age. Oh, hello, Fox Sauce. Welcome. Welcome. Friendly hugs and good vibes. That's how we do things around here. So, there is no way Leo is only 35. You've got to be kidding me. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, well, I will have you know that my way of writing Leo is very wrong. I would have assumed he was the same age as Geshtal and Sid in the same general age group. So like, you know, late 40s to 50s. Well, I guess it's a good thing I don't have the Ultimania, because a number of things in Darkness and Starlight would be quite different. He just seems older than that to me. I don't know. How's this? I feel as though... I don't know. I guess, like, the thing is, with Leo, one of the things that's frustrating is that he's a good person in this bad group of, you know, he's a good person, but he's doing wrong things without questioning them. And that's much less of a conflict if he's grown up during the entirety of the war. You know, if his entire life pretty much, I don't know. Like, I mean, although I guess that's maybe not his entire life, but he would be, like, he would... Alright, yes, go get yourself something to eat, that's important. I don't know. Oh man, that just throws everything off. Because, I don't know. No, that's fine. Well, he's part of a fascist empire that burns down cities and tries to take over the world. Murders lots of innocent people brutally. Yeah, I'm gonna go back out the bottom doors. Yeah, well, so Leo doing mental gymnastics to work for the Empire. Okay, so here's why I'm sad about that. So, if anyone's watching me for the first time, if you hear me mentioning Darkness and Starlight, I've been writing this, like, sort of novelization of Final Fantasy VI. Which Blue Glass and Amphi simultaneously are linking to. And in it, I have a lot of, like, Leo plays a very big role in it, because Celes and Locke are the main characters. And apparently if you read the Ultimania, which I haven't read, apparently that goes into Celes's relationship with Sid as her grandfather figure. And there's, like, all this stuff about, like, they, like, I think he had a greenhouse and stuff, and I'm just like, I didn't know any of that. And so for me, it felt like her and Leo would make more sense as a relationship, and I found Leo to be, like, a morally interesting character. And so I've seen that as kind of more like he's her father figure, which doesn't really make sense if he's 35 and she's, like, 18 or 19. So like, I tried to make it feel like it's like a fairly, like, it's not an exact thing. Okay, so they are fishing. Like, it's roughly like an adaptation. And I'd like to think that my characterization is at least a possible version. Oh, I missed part of that scene because I thought I was going to be able to press a button to get through it. I'm sorry, folks. I was talking about my own thing instead of looking at the scene of the game. I saw his son say, Dad fishing is boring, and then I saw it close, but I didn't see if he had a follow-up. Darn it. I'm sorry. I think I'm really not on my game tonight, or today, unfortunately. I apologize for that. Another on the other side. Oh well. I've already had to accept that I've apparently broken with, I mean, I've intentionally broken with canon in a few ways, like changing some of the story stuff, and I cut Ultros out. But I'm like, oh, I should have done things differently. Fishing is part of their training. And then Owain says he loves fishing. Patience is a valuable thing to learn. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, folks. He wants to be like his dad because he loves and admires his dad. Who can blame him? His dad's pretty cool. Okay, so you can't go out this way. So there's one more on the other side there. Okay. Yeah, so I know Sid's full name because I've encountered that before, but... oh well. That's fine. Here we have them actually training. I'll pay attention this time. I don't know if these are memories or if these are things that he wishes he could have done. You know? I don't know, seeing each of these scenes like kind of makes me tear up a little bit, and I feel like that's kind of pathetic, but like, because like there's just like a little tiny bit of them, and I'm like, maybe I think I'm just oh, I need to heal Locke. I think I'm just I'm currently in an emotional state overall myself right now, where I've just been randomly crying all week. So it may just be that, but like, I've never been a parent and I'm never going to be a parent, but because I love the characters in this game. All right, so I'm not gonna go into too much detail about this because I don't talk a lot about my sister and us playing video games together too much. Like, she has very strong opinions about things, and I've talked about how I've had a lot of people in my life who, if my opinion was not the same as their opinion, they would correct my opinion until it was. And so part of like being an adult and single for the past like 5 to 7 years has been discovering what I like and what I feel, versus what other people have tried to make me feel, if that makes sense. And or make me feel and agree with and so on. God, I love it that they put the buckets in. And so my sister didn't like Cyan. And so I like didn't think I liked Cyan because I kind of wasn't allowed to like Cyan growing up. But it turns out he's actually a wonderful character and I love him very much. And so I'm really glad that I feel like the people who wrote this game also love him, even if I would have liked to have seen his ending not be comic relief. Oh my god. I actually have made a really dumb Photoshop of Sabbath suplexing the Phantom Train, but it's Thomas the Tank Engine, and I think I did a few other silly things in it. But yeah, it's a really dumb Photoshop. I think I might have posted it on our Discord once or twice because I think I'm funny. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the humor in this game, as I it's something that I've been kind of taking a part of it during this playthrough especially. So that's changed. I mean, I should be telling that I just plain removed Ultros from my novelization of the game. Yeah, well, it's overcoming a fear, but it's played to be funny. It's supposed to be funny. At least I felt like it was meant to be funny, and I feel like that does him a disservice. But that's just me, you know. Obviously, people are welcome to have different feelings and different interpretations about things. I really like the dynamic with Cyan, Sabin, and Gao. It's something that I would like to see more of if they were to remake this game. And it's something that I should have done more with when I was writing Darkness and Starlight, but I was still like figuring out how to write so many characters and things. But maybe I'll make good on that in the World of Ruin. We'll see. And also the story doesn't have to be everything, but... No, I have a lot of feelings about this game. A lot of thoughts about this game. Well, but see, like, the thing is, they're the ones who chose to make his fear what it is. And I think that they could ground it in something more serious if they wanted to. I really do. They could have handled it differently. Or they could have made that not be his section at the end. But I guess maybe the ending sections there aren't meant to actually be conclusions to their story arcs. I don't know. Man, falafel's another thing that I didn't think I liked as a kid, but I actually love. Man. Yeah, like, the thing is, I love Ultros. I do. But he, like, doesn't really fit. And I can't write that style of comedy because I don't like it. So I cut him out, and instead the opera is sort of being sort of interrupted by there's political strife between Jador and Zozo because of those two cities are closer together, and there's like class issues and things, and so there's a young troublemaker trying to cause trouble at the opera, and Locke gets into a tussle with him, and meanwhile Cesar shows up. So that's my that's my take on that. That's what I put instead. You know, to be fair, Axel, I don't know if I'd played Wall Market when I wrote Jador and Zozo. Because I've told you that Wall Market makes me think of a section of the novel that I wrote in 2015 through 2017. And I didn't play Wall Market until 2021, so yeah. Yeah, Cyan's story does end here. And so I guess they give him a little comedy thing. The thing is, like, they chose to make it funny because they wanted to make it funny. Yeah, well, it's Axel. It's because there's a reason why my Final Fantasy VII Remake playthrough was like all about Wall Market, and it's because that kind of dynamic is interesting and has always been super interesting to me. And I mean, obviously, like, I write stories with it. So yeah, but yes, I did kind of put some Wall Market into Jador and Zozo. Like, there's some similarities there. So yeah, well, Cal, I think that they wanted to keep it small enough and relatable enough that they could give us some sense of closure. If they fully capture the entirety of his loss, I think that might be too much. So they're starting with the most important parts, the biggest ones. But maybe if we were to get a remake, maybe we could have more there. Final Fantasy Origin? What's Final Fantasy Origin? Is that Strangers of Paradise? which I haven't played, but that seems like that's campy. I don't know, there are so many opportunities for a greater amount of characterization and world building that they really do not do in the game, because I really do believe that they did the best that they could with what they had, and it was amazing, it was incredible, but it's also been like, what, 28 years? And so storytelling in games has come a long way, which is why I would be curious to see a Final Fantasy VI remake, what they would do if they really dug into it, if we got to really see, you know, Locke and Sully's talk through their relationship and stuff. Obviously, that's my personal priority. Sorry, I'm just showing this off because I'm really excited about it. I drew this last night instead of doom scrolling. I'm so proud of myself. Sorry, folks. See this? See? Anyway. I don't know that I necessarily want it, but I'd be curious to see. But I would love to see them do more with the relationship with Sabin and then Gao and Cyan. And I would like to see, you know, it'd be neat to see more, to get a sense of more of the locations as their own places in this game. Stolen Light. I don't have any water. I'm sorry. I got Stolen Light Redeemed Hydrate. I forgot to bring my water in here. But yeah, like there's so many opportunities to do more. They could have given a fuller arc to the Figaro brothers, for example, which I would love to see because I love the Figaro brothers. I have my interpretation of what their conflict is and how they would overcome that. But it's purely my interpretation of like it being like responsibility to others versus responsibility to self. And at the beginning, Edgar's responsibility to others is out of balance, and his responsibility to self is too small. And Sabin is too far in responsibility to self, taking care of himself, doing what he wants, but he's ignored his responsibility to others. And then they kind of hit an equilibrium by the end of the game. That's what I'm doing with Darkness and Starlight. Because when my friends and I were turning this into a musical theater audio drama, Project Esper, back in the day before we realized we weren't going to be able to do what we wanted to do because the guys in charge of the project wanted to license it and Square Enix would not have allowed that. One of the things that we ran into was what kind of an arc do the Figaro brothers have? What's their conflict? And that was the only thing we came up with, and I liked it, so I just stole it and a few other ideas that they had and gave all of my co-authors on that project little cameo appearances, or big cameo appearances. In the case of my co-author Hassan, he's like the leader of the underground resistance in Vector, because I decided to flesh that out. But yeah, like, so there's like lots of opportunities to dig into things so that we're not having to guess, you know, what was meant by this. We're not having to like argue over like why a character does a thing. Like, I don't know. Oh, I do want to take back. I'm sorry. I'm like the chattiest, least on topic streamer of games ever. Final Fantasy IX. They're making a cartoon, like a children's cartoon of that, aren't they? That's what I heard. Not that it's a remake, but that they're making a cartoon of it instead of a game, which, I mean, that's fine. I love that cast. I would be very excited. Unsurprisingly, given that Locke Cole is my favorite character of all time, unsurprisingly, I really love Zidane too. I love melodrama and tragedy, and that game's full of it. So, yeah, that's. I thought that it was. I thought that it was a false claim, but apparently it's true. Yeah. Who knows? Oh. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess we'll see what happens with that. That's a bit surprising to me, but maybe they want to see how that does, because they did release Final Fantasy IX, like, figures and toys and stuff to test the waters with some of the older games that weren't 7. Tragically, they don't have any figures I can afford for Final Fantasy VI. So I may just see if I can find a plushie maker to commission, you know, 20 years later to make a Sully's plushie to go with my Locke plushie. Hold on. Have you seen my Locke plushie? Hold on. Ah! He's made missing an eye. I need to fix his eye. In college, I commissioned somebody to make me a lock plushie, and I was gonna get Sully's made by the same person, but I didn't have the money because I was in college. Of course, the price of making plushies has gone far up there. But yeah, so maybe they'll make Final Fantasy VI merch that isn't the $7,000, I think $7,000, or is it more than that? Terra in Magitek armor, which is a little bit pricey. All right, shall we actually play this game instead of just chattering about things? Are you folks okay with me chattering about this? I don't know how many folks actually watch this on YouTube, but they can skip around. Whereas like you're all stuck with me live. Although I suppose if this isn't what you want to do, I guess there are many other ways you could be spending your Saturday. So for those of you who are choosing to spend your Saturday here, thank you. Oh, well, they'll let you go, Dusty, yes, so you could be like, oh my god, Lauren. I have been thinking about, I mentioned this earlier, with my Horizon Zero Dawn streams specifically, trimming, cutting out like a lot of stuff and making like a condensed version, at least of like the first 10 streams or so, consolidating them. I don't know if I'll do that. And I don't know if I'll do that for other streams. The only other one that people had asked about was Final Fantasy X back in the day. It's been a very long time since I played that game, and I don't think I would feel comfortable watching my old self. Maybe. But I don't know that I'll do that with everything. I don't know. Because, like, what would I do with this game? Because half of this game is just me rambling about things. So, well, thank you, Fox Sauce. Well, welcome. This is what we do. I break down storylines and storytelling. If it's a game I haven't played before, I like to speculate what's going to happen and piece things together, figure out what the secrets of the story are. I call it mini golfing. It's an inside joke related to my Final Fantasy X stream. And then I like to talk about, like, narratively what I think the writers are doing, which is something I can do here. Talk about what works, what doesn't work, why things are effective, and so on and so forth. I also have feelings about the music, especially in this game. But we probably won't have any new Final Fantasy VI music in this stream, so. Oh, excellent. Yeah, so I have an MFA in creative writing. So I have a lot of training in this stuff, but it's also like one of my biggest passions. And so I bring that, for better or worse, like a lifetime of studying storytelling. And with Final Fantasy VI, so my memory is terrible, which is a problem when we do the whole speculation thing, because I'll forget things that I should know that we just watched or had happened in previous, like the week before, with games that are a first playthrough. In this case, I'll be like, I don't remember how this happens, and I should, especially because I am, as I've mentioned, writing a novelization of Final Fantasy VI called Darkness and Starlight, which, like, hey, if you're looking for something to read, I'm in Thamasa right now, so we'll see if I'm able to do the thing with comic relief or like emotional relief in the story that I've talked about. But yeah, if you'd like to see if I can actually pull off the thing. And if reading stuff isn't your jam, but you like listening to audiobooks, I'm making an audiobook version of it, a podfic, where I read all the narration and I have actors to do the characters. And then I have music and pictures, because I really like Final Fantasy VI. I lead a video game cover band called The Returners. All right, look. Yeah. So yeah, so the chatter is what I got to offer, and if you enjoy it, then I'm really glad, because I just talk a lot. We call them lore runs. See, it's in the corner up there. Lore runs with Lauren, because see, it's like almost my name. As far as like going back and watching my old self, part of the problem is that there's been a lot of trauma for me between where I am right now and when I played Final Fantasy X, and I hadn't come out, and there were a lot of things, so it's like a little harder to go back and revisit my old self and my older streams. Maybe it would be easier. I can't watch my Undertale streams or my Earthbound streams. I can't. It's really uncomfortable and jarring, unfortunately. I don't know how I'd be with 10. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll do that if folks are interested. So if you happen to be watching this and have opinions on Lauren making her like best of thing, thank you, Calmilo. Yeah. that at that point I was like 2 years out, or a year and a half out of a marriage from in a 13-year relationship to a man, and had not come out yet. Sort of, kind of, a little, but not quite. It was a complicated thing. The past 7 years since I started streaming actually have been some of the most eventful years of my life. So, but you know, life. Turns out that I want to be a lock romancing a Celes. I want to be the dashing rogue. I'm still looking for my my tragic swordswoman girlfriend. But you know, that's fine. I am very passionate about games, and I sure do like to chat about them a lot. I do, the balance of chatting and playing is a little different with games that that haven't played before, but there's still a lot of chatting. Oh man. Maybe she's working for an empire. Yeah. Well, I have been talking to a girl about Suikoden. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. Because, like, my channels have kind of stagnated. And I'm like, maybe I should do something to be a little more user-friendly. I know I'm the chattiest. I am the talkiest streamer that I know of. So, for better or for worse. Yeah, no, I'm the kind of person who, like, is on, like, a dating app and just starts talking to a girl about storytelling in Suikoden and how we feel about linearity, non-linearity, and role-playing in RPGs. She doesn't like BioWare either. Sorry, if you know me and have heard me talk about storytelling in games, you're like, ah, yes, okay. I don't know if we'll have any chemistry or if this is just a potential friend, but it's fun. Final Fantasy VI with DVD commentary, yes, except at sloth pace. All right, so shall we play Final Fantasy VI again, folks? Let's do it. Oh my God, Eiyuden. There is Eiyuden related content, which that's the thing I need to stream. I need to figure out when I'm streaming the new Eiyuden. Oh my God. When I was in middle school, my sister, this is like before Suikoden 2 came out, my sister and I ran a play-by-chapter Suikoden RPG in which I was like Nut and she was Windy. Those were the names we went by running it. And then we had other identities that we wrote as characters and people and had a distinction between us as moderators and us as players. Suikoden, I traveled to Japan in 2018 to go to the Suikoden concert because I wound up befriending the singer who sings Reminiscence. And it was an incredible experience that I consider myself a Suikoden superfan, for better or for worse. So yes, I'm very excited about Eiyuden. If I'd had more money, I would have put my old cat in the game, but I did not at the time. Oh my gosh. Portal was a fun game to play because I'd never played a shooter type game of any sort at the time, and my cousin, who I love very much, was like, Lauren, you're in town for Thanksgiving, you should play this game. I had a hard time. Got very stressed. Yes, you are playing Portal with commentary. It's just not dev commentary. So Lily, that is correct. Thanks, Gladys. But yeah, I want to play Eiyuden, the little side story that they've got. I just need to figure out when I'm going to stream that. Fortunately, nobody has spoiled any of it for me, so I'm glad. Yes, Wrexsoul, she's like, oh my God. I will occasionally get comments on YouTube where people are like, you've been standing there talking for an hour, what the heck? So that's why I'm like, maybe I should do like a best of thing where I cut out some of the stuff. Oh man, that was a good trade. You definitely got the better end of that bargain. I have a physical copy of Suikoden 2 somewhere. I think I have the entire series, except for 4. We don't talk about 4. We name the main character Bubbles. I've told people that if I ever need to do a fundraiser, I'm not going to do Desert Bus, I'll do Suikoden 4. Yeah. God, the shakuhachi is really good. Yes, I've started adding timestamps. That's a newer thing that I started doing. I don't remember when, but I should go back and add those. Yes. I should make sure I've got those added. All right, Wrexsoul. Oh, he looks like one of the Emperor's guards, except purpler. Alright. So I don't know anything about strategy against this guy. And because I know this game, I don't care about backseating. So if you want to give me help on this, I will take it. I have usually a very strict no spoilers, no backseating. So like there's like a special channel on our Discord where people can talk about spoilery related things, because otherwise they couldn't control themselves and kept spoiling things, well meaningly spoiling things, because they would just explode during streams. So I put a little spot for them to go so that they can keep that explosion happening there. Oh man. And I did not bring Shadow. Shepherd Soul? Excellent trick doesn't work here, yeah. Too late. So the reason why I replayed through the Ted Woolsey translation at the start of 2020, I mean, first of all, I did it because it was my birthday and everybody had been asking for me to play through Final Fantasy VI so they could hear me run my mouth about my favorite game of all time. But then I picked it back up when the pandemic hit because I was like, you know what is a story about hope in the face of dark times and feelings of powerlessness? And finding reasons to go on and finding ways that you can still make a difference? It's Final Fantasy VI. Continues to be relevant today. Oh, Zulily is making a Mass Effect just because Rex is a character in Mass Effect and Shepard is also a character in Mass Effect. I have played Mass Effect. I have opinions. It has some things in it that are very good, but by and large, I'm just not a BioWare person. But yeah. Fed by his sorrow, his anger, and his hate. Now I shall partake of yours as well. Just the idea of he's feeling such overwhelming despair. And what's interesting is that he has joined our party. You know, we've gotten Cyan, and to outward appearances, he's doing okay, and we're gonna go fight. But he is still suffering silently without talking through his problems, without letting people know. Like, all of this is brewing inside of him. To the point of like absolute despair and hopelessness. So we come here to Doma, and he's overcome by it. He possesses a party member. They need to die to make him appear. The easiest way to do this is with petrify effects, because you can de-petrify them more easily. I don't know if I have petrify. We will find out. We might have some trouble here. Can you use re-raise? This is what they call life 3. Alright, so he tells you. Once you've expired, you're still Ted Woolseying it up. Can't say death. The Ted of America will complain. Alright, who is he possessing? How do you know which one of you he's possessing? Sorry. Do not use fire or holy. Okay. Just to mess with you. Thunder, I see. Alright, hold on. We're gonna try this again. There we go. Oh, it does nothing for you? Okay. Well. Oh, they just come back. Okay. Well, let's start with Locke, because he's already low on health. I'm sorry, Locke. Oh, that didn't do it. Okay. Oops. Alright. Hold on. Break. Okay. Alright, let's see if we have break. I think I don't think that I do. Couldn't you just zombie them? I'm not a completionist, okay? Can you zombie them? Does that work? I bet it doesn't work. I don't think I have zombie anyway. Never mind. Zombies come back at 1 HP, okay. Alright, well, I guess it's time to do this. Maybe I could have life 3. Oh, right. Okay, hold on. Attack yourself. I'm sorry, Sellies. Okay, Sabin, I'm sorry, honey. Oh. Well. I don't quite have life 3. Alright, this is gonna be slow going, folks, and I apologize for that. Please don't kill my party. Okay, there we go. That didn't do it. Okay. Tragically. Stuck on the super front row? What? Oh geez, please do not. Oh man, Locke is not good at that. Alright, you're gonna attack Sabin. This sucks. Oh, he does have a blitz where he sacrifices himself. That's true. Let's see, do we have it? I don't think we do. Because this is not the sacrifice one people told me. Oh, you can't raise him after that? Oh, okay, well. Cure lock. That's gonna be rough. Okay. Let us murder him with magic. God, he's so much better at magic than Locke is. Okay, so this is gonna take a while, I'm sorry. Did he not? Oh, he didn't successfully poison himself! Oh my god! Oh my god. Stop it! Wow. He's not doing big damage to himself, is he? Okay, that's not working. Oh my god. Sorry folks, this is gonna take a while and be really, really slow. Jeez, okay, hold on. Jeez. Ah! I'm gonna die. No, that's... All right. So what I'm thinking, I think I might need to get life 3 and use that. I think is what might need to happen. It might take a little while. Do I have a break blade? Yeah, as you can... Oh, he has break. Oh, Sabin has break. Well, that's good. Somebody in my party has it. Can you cast it on yourself? Oh, but they can't because they have ribbon. So I'd have to de-equip ribbons. I think she had the hero's ring on. Yeah. And he, I think, had another earring. Yeah, I don't need... Well, in fact, I won't be able to cast Petrify. So... Okay. Let's try again. See what happens. Alright. Fed by his sorrow. Alright. Alright, Wrexsoul. Try this one. And then antidote. Do I use antidote? Alright, that did it. Oh, that's the wrong button. Okay. Well. Soft, thank you. Okay, item. Soft. Hold on, do I have any? I might not have any. That's the wrong one! Oh my god. I do not appear to have any softs. So we're, oh, gold needle. Okay, thank you. Ah, thank you. I wonder why it's a gold needle. Okay. That might not be the right thing to do, but it's what we're doing. And you are going to cast... Not fire. What do I want to cast? Ice, thank you. Okay. No. There we go. At least his cure is pathetic, so there's that. La 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 la. Wrong one. That's okay. Ah! Okay, well. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Probably won't be the same one in... Okay, let's try the gold needle. See how this does. Maybe it'll be lock again. Maybe. Hold on. Unfortunately, it is Sabbath himself, so that's good to know. I can see why people would be... Oh, he probably could, yeah. Alright, so... Locke is not good at magic, is the thing. Yeah, cheesing this fight would definitely be the way to go. So because I can't guarantee that he's going to... Nope. I can't guarantee that he's going to bum rush it, so I might as well do this. it doesn't do much damage. It really doesn't do much damage. Ah, shoot. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, Bum Rush does. So I might. So it basically. My question is like, is it worth sticking with Bum Rush? And the answer is yes. All right. Well, I've got a shortage of gold needles, so after a while, we're gonna have trouble. Well. But Asuna didn't do it last time. I thought I tried Asuna. I thought I did Asuna and it said nothing, like no. Oh, I tried Antidote, okay. Did I just do, I just did this on the same person, didn't I? Oh, no I didn't, okay. Okay, attack. So Sellies will be healing, because I think, yeah. Locke actually does more damage with attacking than Sellies does with magic. So... Okay. Okay, magic. Cure, Locke. Hold on. Oops. Sorry, folks. No! Okay, well, Asuna. He sure does suck. Okay, we got him. Okay. Cool. Excellent. Cross your fingers. Okay, let's... Come on, come on! No! Oh my god, Savin, no! No? Come on, Savin. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I did that wrong. Okay. Sorry. I forgot that I had that on autopilot. Alright, well that works. Sorry folks, this is like the most I've actually had to pay attention, Sira. What I'm doing here. Come on, Sabin, come on! Yes! See if this does it. I don't know if this will do it. Thank goodness. We got it. We got it! Thank you, Bum Rush. Maybe I should have done Bum Rush sooner, but that's fine. Guard bracelet. All right. I think. Yes. I really don't feel like the Narshe theme is the right song here. Not with the sexy sax version, at least. There's a lesson here. I do not like the fact that here, and as far as I can tell, nowhere else in the game, the text auto forwards. So you try to press the button to thinking you have to get through the dialogue, and it means that it cuts the dialogue after that. That's unfortunate. So I don't know what he said at the end there because I thought I was forwarding the text before it. Sorry about that. Kefka's rant auto forwards, but that's kind of different because that's a rant. That's not just an ordinary conversation. It is a strange decision that unfortunately means that I have missed out on a bunch of dialogue in this section specifically. And I don't think I've ever noticed that before. But yeah, there's a lesson there that you can honor those you've lost and hold their memories forever, but you can also choose to live on. Yes, the Esper on the throne. They show you that. Let's continue on the path that I believe is right. What does Alexander do? Holy, I suppose that's useful. Oh, the Masamune. Not how I thought that word was said when I was a kid. But you know. Oh man, Vid. Okay, so like the music is incredible. There are a few instances where I don't like what they've done, and a few instances where I would rather they'd done more, but what they did was fine. But for the most part, the soundtrack, the arrangements are absolutely incredible. So yes. Also, I really like experiencing a slightly different translation because I don't know the Game Boy Advance translation very well. I mostly know the Super Nintendo translation. And there's a few lines here and there that they've changed for the better, which is good. A few things that did not really fit or make sense that they thought were funny that were not funny in a bad way. Specifically the scene with Edgar and Realm. That line isn't there. It's much better without that. But yeah, no, I think that this is very good. As far as like a definitive way to revisit it, I don't know. You know, is it a worthy way to revisit it? Is it an excellent experience and I'm glad they did this and I'm happy to be playing it? Yes. I didn't intend to stream all the way through this game again, especially since I just played through it on stream in 2020. But folks wanted me to. So, like, we've got folks who are sticking around. Thank you so much for everybody who's been joining me for this. If you don't want to spoil yourself on the music, I advise you not stick around during Searching for Friends, because this is one of the ones where they knew the pressure was high for the arrangement. So this, you're like, oh, this is nicely done. But if you do want to listen to it. Yeah, we're doing this again. Sorry, folks. So does that answer your question? It's not the only incredible glow up. But yeah. I'm sorry, like I actually got tears in my eyes just listening to that. The sentiment of Searching for Friends is something that we desperately need right now too. Can I remember what the go button is? I can! Good job, Lauren. Alright. Where are we going next, folks? Tell me where to go, because I can't make decisions. Also, they've added some quality of life stuff. Oops, that's the wrong button. I can't do buttons, but that's on me, not the game. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Narshe and pick your Ragnarok? Okay. What? Okay, I was like, there's no way Narshe's over there. Okay, yeah, we'll just get this. Oops, wrong way. Ah. I can't do buttons, apparently. Oh, that's right, because we've got locks, so he can go and pick some, God, it's so good. He can go pick some, alright, that's, over to the right-hand side here? Which one of these do I want to do? I think that'll do. I mean, it doesn't really matter because I'm just gonna bum rush everything. No! Bum rush! Bum rush! Also, it has an auto battle. I did get the Moogle charm when I got Mog, so. Where am I going? I want to say it's somewhere to the side, but I don't know if that's right. Is it down here? Am I doing this right? The weapon shop. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. They did make the other text usable because you don't have to sit on the screen. He'll just do his thing in the background. I guess maybe I should switch back to Fire Dance? Phoenix Dance, excuse me. Yay! Yeah, I always call it Fire Dance. But, technically that's not correct, apparently. Apparently that's inaccurate. Right. The OG version is the version of the game that I know, which is why I still call them by the names that they used in that translation. So that's kind of thrown me sometimes here a little bit. They're like objectively cooler sounding. Hey, that's my boy. Oh, Locke. I love him. The mammoth gives Cyan a hug? I don't know. Like the newer versions, the better translations I think are cooler sounding, but they're not what I'm used to. So I use the versions that I'm used to. Like Phoenix Dance seems cooler. Phantom Rush is cooler than Bum Rush, which never made any sense. And of course, as a kid, I was like, har har, they said bum. But it's how I know it, and I will get confused. And if I try to retrain my old brain. So. I've been waiting for you. Ran a weapon shop for 70 years. Oh, you are an old man then. Rising Phoenix, excuse me. Not even a Phoenix Dance. Rising Phoenix. See, Rising Phoenix is a much cooler name than Fire Dance, but Fire Dance is the reason why I can get through this game. The original. Oh man, stolen light. That's amazing. Okay, do I want the sword or the Magitek? I have no opinion on this. Like, anything that's gameplay specific, I have no opinion on. The only thing that I have opinions on is I have so many opinions about the characters in the story. Sword and put it on lock. Okay. I'm sorry, Locke is already the best character. What are you talking about? I love my boy. Okay, we want the sword. Locke is my favorite character of all time from any video game. Okay, Desi, that is a fair point. No, I don't want to grind for Ultima, so yeah, we'll go with the sword. That's true. I don't care about grinding. I don't care about min-maxing. Alright. Let's give the sword to my boy here. Oh wait, no, the guy has to go make it, doesn't he? Oh, did he not give it to me? I do have it? Oh, okay. Oh, is it Ragnarok? I guess it's Ragnarok. Okay. Uses up MP to deal a critical hit. Oh, that doesn't sound very useful. Ragnarok. I feel like when I played this game last time, I accidentally got some glitches that meant that Locke could dual wield some ridiculous weapon you're only supposed to get one of. Lightbringer. Okay, okay. Trade Ragnarok for Lightbringer. That sounds good. Shall we go do that? Okay, there's something else that I'm not gonna uncurse the shield. I don't care that much about the shield. I don't know what I had people do, but we'll just have them do it. Wow. That's slightly overkill, Locke. Maybe you don't need to do that. Maybe I should have Fire Dance again. Yes, sketch glitch. That's it. Thank you. Yes. Oh my god, Test Rider, huh? I feel like that should be like the name of some really bad, like, what is it, Sentai style? They fixed the sprites? They did change the sprites, yes. I actually really like the sprites. In some ways, they're simplified. Are there other treasures even if you don't care about the cursed shield? Maybe. I don't know. Okay. I will take issue with saying the sprites were hideous when they first came out. I think there's a reason why so many other like fan creations and fan works, and when people make sprite versions of themselves and other things, why they use the Final Fantasy VI sprites as the base for that. Because most people think they're very good. I really like the redone versions in Pixel Remaster. A lot of the like hardcore... Oh, no. Oh, you're thinking of a different game. A different version of the game. The version of the game with the sprites that people don't like was the mobile release, not the Pixel Remaster. Those are two different things. The mobile release did not, if I remember correctly, did not update the music and did not change other things. Pixel Remaster is a different release. It is an entirely different game. So those are the sprites you're thinking of. These are the sprites that have been in the Pixel Remaster since the beginning. And I really like them. I've heard a lot of complaints about them from people who like the original sprites, but I love them. I think that they've done a great job now that they're no longer limited to the Super Nintendo's color palette restrictions. They've been able to do a lot more detail. So they've managed to both simplify them and also incorporate more detail, and I really, really like it. I don't know what to tell you folks. I started playing the game when it came out, and I don't think that the sprites have changed at all. So then I haven't heard anyone else talk about the sprites changing. So it's possible that I'm not observant and neither is anyone else. But I don't think that they've changed. Perhaps it's got something to do with the scaling of my stream. I'm probably not going to use Cyan, unfortunately. No, Dusty, I think that what Lex Luthor is talking about is thinking that the Pixel Remaster sprites have changed since the Pixel Remaster came out. I'm having a hard time with my buttons here, sorry. I really like the Pixel Remaster sprites. I don't recall the Pixel Remaster sprites looking different at all when I started playing this game in the early streams. They took a bit to grow on me because they are different, but I do like them. Alright, where are we going now? What are we doing? God, I love Realm's sprite, particularly. Like, I think they made her ultra adorable. And I like the decision to show the characters' eye colors. I think that that's nice, and I don't think that was in the original. Gao scene. Okay, who do I put in my party for that? Alright. Sabin, Edgar, and Locke. Okay. Does Tara join? I don't think you could always do the detailed status. I feel like that wasn't in the original. That's a nice little thing if so. Oh man. Why is Edgar the... Well, that's fine. Why did... Interesting, Sir Gregness. Yeah, there's some strange choices with the flagging of things there. Let's see. So if I remember correctly, we want to, want to go to his dad's house, right? Where is that? Cabin? No, that's not it. Where? Duncan. Oh no, cabin is what we want. Then Duncan's cabin is separate. Oh, that's just over there. I equipped everyone because just in case I run into Chupon or whatever. No, it's not Chupon. It's is this not the cabin? Did I miss? I missed, didn't I? I did. Well, that's fine. Death gaze, thank you. I'm sorry. Bit further east, okay. Ah. Doesn't matter, everything's gonna die. Alright, we'll try again. I don't know what this is, but he's gonna go for it. Oh! Edgar's not equipped with anything, that might help. He just punched. Alright. Oh! There's a... Okay, that's interesting. I will never get the buttons right. Ever on this thing. Like, I'm sorry. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. Oh, interesting. Stolen light. I didn't know that. All right. Let's go do this. Hello, Gao's dad. This is in case you didn't figure it out, or even if you did, even Sabin can piece things together sometimes. And Gao has very insightful things to say on the subject. Sabin's pretty sure he's got this. Gao's excited. Spiffed up, I'm pretty sure, was actually the original translation. Oh my god, I love this arrangement of this song so much. So are we... Okay, yeah, we're training him up on how to be a functional human. I love that the whole party is here. I love that everybody is like, we gotta help our precious feral child. Oh, Savin. Truly the epitome of class and civilization himself. So he was like, this is nice, but would this suit him? Jaunty little hat. Oh, nobody likes science taste. Oh my god, if he were a clown, if he wore a crown. I wonder what that wordplay was in Japanese, because that's actually really funny. That's clever in English. Like, I'm curious what this line originally was. It's like, oh my god, Cyan, that's not even close. Oh my god. It looks kind of Dragon Ball-esque, doesn't it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's just really cute. Setzer. Edgar's like romance? Oh wait, no, this is, now he just needs the mask. He's gonna be Tuxedo Mask. Also, I'm just delighted, as always, by the guitar solo in this. Well, the solos in general. Did they actually do all of the sprite updates? Like, did they actually make sprites for all of these in the original? Because I'm not sure that I remember that. Which, again, my memory is terrible. It's really cute, though. Okay, this is new. Okay, I really like it. I don't remember that. Oh, no. Everybody's getting into a fight. Oh, Sabin. Like, it would be nice to have, like... It'd be nice to have... You know, what does this mean to Sabin? Is this, you know, is this anything to do with, like, you know, his issues with losing his dad? Is he thinking about that? Is this, like, you know, I felt protective of this kid and I want to make sure he's okay, like, you know? It'd be nice to have a little bit more dialogue and a little bit more character depth. I could just listen to this music all day. It's so pretty. Sabin is trying to help. He's like, there's one thing that we can help. One person we can help. Let's do it. So beautiful. And Sabin as the big brother that he is. Sabin wants to be able to fix things, so he tries meddling. Maybe his flavor of meddling isn't always right. Yeah, it's just, I really like the characterization that we do get, and I do like what the little details that we do see tell us about the characters, you know? Like, I do like that, you know, for Gao just having any family at all, knowing that he has family, having confirmation that he has a father and he's still out there and he's okay is enough. Sabin has maybe some guilt about leaving his family, and also maybe he wishes that he could patch things up with his dad, but he's lost his dad, so he's like, but I can do this. And it's interesting because he gets mad at the old man for like not thinking about Gao's feelings, but when he threatens to beat him up, like he's not thinking about whether Gao wants him to do that or not, and Gao makes it very clear he doesn't. It's a good little scene. I wish we could get more with the characters. As I've said many times, they did the best they could with the time and the budget and the space and the people and everything that they had. And for the time that this game came out, it was extraordinarily detailed. Like this is like an incredible amount of character depth that they managed to cram into this game, especially given the size of the cast and how incredibly ambitious a lot of their storytelling goals were. By modern game storytelling standards, leaves a lot to be desired. That we can fill in with fanfic and our imaginations, as we've been doing for the past 28 years. But I feel like I do, you know, it is good to recognize that it was a lot at the time. So as I've said many times, like I would be curious to see what they would do with a remake with 6, what decisions they would make, how they would take these things and flesh them out, who these people, these characters would be if the game fully told us instead of the characters mostly coming to life in our own heads, which is why we've all got such very different interpretations of them, more than in most modern games. It's really an incredible game though, it really is. And it's done a lot. Okay, so it's 3 o'clock, and I need to shut down because I have to eat some food, and then I was gonna go out with my roommate and do some errands and things. I'm sorry, we really didn't accomplish. I guess we did 2 story moments. We're not about to go to Kefka. I think we've probably got, what, 2 streams left? And I do probably need to hydrate. So I will not be streaming next week because I will be in California for work. So wish me luck that goes well. But we'll be picking back up the following week. And I guess we'll do... There's not a whole lot else to do. There's just a couple of little things. I mean, I might just sit around talking for half an hour, so I could probably fill a whole stream even if they're little. And then the only thing left to do... Are we gonna do that? We're gonna do the Cult of Fanatics. That'll take a while. There's a bunch of things. But yeah, we're getting pretty close to the end of this, and then I will figure out what I'm gonna do on Saturdays, if we're going to do Psychonauts 2, if we're gonna maybe try Aoden's side story, if we're going to not do Saturday streams or not game streams, maybe try music or something like that. I'm not sure. Oh my god, Dusty. Oh. I don't know. I probably saw that comment. I've not been the best at responding to comments. I've talked a lot about BioWare games in various streams. I have a lot of criticisms, and I try not to be a big downer, but I really am very critical of their storytelling. But yeah, so we'll figure out what we're gonna do for the rest of Saturday streams and stuff. In the meantime, you know, it's been a rough while. Things have been difficult. I've got, like, you know, we've all got, like, things happening personally and in the world at large that are challenging. And, you know, I've been struggling a bit. Maybe you have too. So just make sure that you're taking care of yourself and giving yourself some time and some space to feel your feelings. And cut yourself some slack if you need them. I'm saying this partly because this is the thing I need to work on myself. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, folks. If you want to join us on Discord, you're always welcome to do so. If you want to follow the stuff that I'm up to on social media, if you want to see, I'm going to be working on, I don't know if how I'm gonna color it, but the Locke and Sully's picture. Maybe I'll do the scene in Albrook as well. Because I just really like those two a lot. But yeah, so just hang in there, folks, okay? Do your best to be good to yourselves. And I'll look forward to seeing you again in a couple of weeks. Yeah, so be good. Take care. And thank you for being here.